Imagine waking up tomorrow and suddenly realizing that everything you've believed about who you are, every dream you've pursued, every value you've defended, every relationship you've built, has been shaped, not by your own authentic desires, but by forces entirely outside your control. What if the identity you've embraced for your entire life isn't actually yours, but a carefully constructed illusion crafted by societal pressure, family expectations, and hidden influences you've never consciously noticed? How would you feel discovering the terrifying truth that you've been living as someone else? Someone you were conditioned to become, rather than the person you were truly born to be. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful ideas ever proposed by the groundbreaking psychologist Carl Gustav Jung. His insights into identity, the unconscious mind, and the hidden forces shaping who you are have changed lives, altered destinies, and shaken the very foundations of psychology. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only see clearly how your true self has been hidden from you, but you'll also understand precisely how to reclaim the life that's genuinely yours. Carl Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Yet how many people genuinely reach that point of true authenticity? Throughout life, we're subtly guided toward becoming acceptable versions of ourselves. From childhood onward, we receive constant messages about what's good, what's worthy, what's lovable. Over time, we internalize these messages, absorbing them until they become the blueprint for our identity. But here's the unsettling truth. Most of these messages were never yours to begin with. Think about your own life for a moment. How many decisions have you made simply to satisfy someone else's expectations? How often have you pursued paths, careers, relationships, ambitions, not because they resonate deeply within you, but because society promised happiness if you just followed along? Jung warned that the greatest danger isn't failing to meet society's standards. It's succeeding too well at becoming something you're not. The persona. The mask you didn't realize you were wearing. To truly understand why you may feel disconnected or lost, you first need to understand the concept of the persona, one of Carl Jung's most profound revelations. The persona is the mask we wear, the identity we show to the world. It helps us fit in, succeed socially, and gain acceptance. But here's the catch. The more deeply we identify with this mask, the less we remember who lies beneath it. Have you ever felt a strange emptiness after achieving something society applauds? Perhaps you've chased success, validation, money, or relationships, only to realize those things left you feeling hollow inside. This is because true fulfillment doesn't come from living up to external expectations. It comes from living in harmony with the person beneath the mask. But if you've worn that mask for too long, it's likely you've forgotten who you were underneath. The shadow. The secret you've hidden from yourself. Yet even more powerful and haunting is the second revelation Jung gave us. The concept of the shadow. If the persona is who we pretend to be, the shadow is everything we've suppressed, hidden, or denied within ourselves. Our fears, insecurities, shameful desires, repressed creativity, or unspoken truths. It's all the parts of yourself you've pushed away, believing they were unacceptable. But these parts don't vanish simply because we deny them. Instead, they silently guide our decisions, influence our emotional reactions, sabotage relationships, and create internal chaos. Think about the times you've felt irrationally irritated by someone's behavior, only to later realize that the very quality that angered you exists quietly within yourself. That's your shadow at work, desperately trying to reveal itself through projection. Here's the powerful truth Jung uncovered. Until you face and integrate these hidden parts, your shadow will control your life without your knowledge. Why most people never find their true self, so why do so few ever discover their true identity? Simply put, because the journey toward your true self is not comfortable or easy. It demands profound honesty, courage, and vulnerability, qualities most people spend their lives avoiding. We live in a world designed to distract us. Social media, workaholism, endless entertainment, superficial connections. All these things keep us occupied, so we never sit still long enough to face what's truly within us. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you spent real, unbroken time alone, without distractions, deeply reflecting on who you truly are? The answer probably explains why many feel lost, anxious, or empty despite apparent success. They've lived as strangers to themselves, seeking external validation rather than internal alignment. Your path to true self-discovery. Carl Jung didn't just diagnose this problem, he gave us a revolutionary solution: the process of individuation. Individuation is more than self-discovery. It's a radical journey toward becoming whole. It means integrating your persona, your shadow, and your deepest, most authentic self into a complete identity. Jung explained that the unconscious mind constantly communicates with us, trying to guide us toward this wholeness. Dreams, intuition, emotions, even repeated life patterns. These are messages, invitations from your deeper self, urging you to face truths you've long ignored. Have you experienced recurring dreams or persistent patterns in relationships or work? Jung believed these were messages signaling your unconscious mind, pushing you toward deeper self-awareness and healing. But here's the critical point. Individuation isn't about creating a perfect self. It's about reclaiming all parts of yourself, especially the uncomfortable and hidden aspects you've avoided. How to begin your journey of individuation. So, how can you begin this life-changing process? Awareness. First, pay attention. Notice when you're reacting emotionally, projecting your fears onto others, or hiding your true feelings. These are clues pointing toward the shadow aspects you've ignored. Reflection and journaling. Write honestly about your feelings, especially uncomfortable ones. Allow yourself to confront your fears, insecurities, and hidden desires without judgment. Dream analysis. Jung considered dreams vital windows into your unconscious mind. Record your dreams. Look for recurring symbols, themes, or emotional patterns. They often reveal hidden truths about your real self. Creative expression. Express yourself creatively through art, music, writing, or any form of genuine self-expression. Creativity unlocks unconscious thoughts, helping to integrate suppressed aspects of yourself. Courage to question everything. Question your deeply held beliefs, your motivations, and your choices. Ask yourself repeatedly, is this truly mine, or am I living out someone else's story? Archetypes. The hidden patterns shaping your life. But Jung didn't stop at the personal unconscious. He unveiled something even deeper. Archetypes. These universal, ancient patterns lie buried deep in our collective unconscious, shaping our identities and destinies more profoundly than we realize. You've likely experienced archetypes without knowing it. patterns like the hero, the caregiver, the rebel, or the sage. Understanding which archetypes guide your life can reveal hidden motivations, fears, and strengths you've never consciously acknowledged. In discovering your dominant archetypes, you begin to understand the deeper forces influencing your choices, giving you powerful insights to reclaim control over your life's direction. The journey to becoming who you truly are isn't simple or comfortable, but it's unquestionably the most important journey you'll ever undertake. Remember this clearly. Your identity isn't something you have to invent or manufacture. It's something you must rediscover and reclaim. Jung believed, and history has proven, this path of authenticity is your greatest source of strength, happiness, and fulfillment. You no longer have to live according to someone else's script. You no longer need approval to become yourself. The question now is not whether you can find your true self, but whether you're brave enough to begin the journey. If you're ready, take your first step today, because the life you're meant to live is waiting just beneath the surface, waiting for you to reclaim it.